Hi, Abigail, and good morning. Okay, I'm going to just do a little video. Hope it explains everything. Um, you asked about the assessments. The first assessment ba, 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 is the A1 assessment, the practical project, and it's the first and the last. So we basically sort of started it in week 1. We'll finish it in week 16. Okay, if I click on that, get lots of detail. I always tell my students to look at the spreadsheet because that gives you the marks for each task. So this is the marking guide. Now, because it's grey, it's a group project. So for the top bit, all of this, they do a group report. At the beginning, they do a company profile and logo because they're going to need that when we start at week 5 to actually set up the site. And that's when they start to get individual marks. Okay, let's go back to, okay. So it's great that you have completed, it's great that you've completed the, I'll just, bear with me. It's great that you've completed the lectures. Now, we're doing 2 things. We're starting the first assessment in week 1 because there are different tasks. Assessment 2 is an exam. The exam questions have been taken from the lecture materials, and they need to read the self-study materials as well. So in week 8, the 10th of November, they'll do an exam. And the exam questions have all been taken from the lecture and the self-study materials, so they have to read the self-study materials. So coming up in a couple of weeks, week 8, it's an exam. No need to worry about that. All the questions are written. It's been moderated. You don't have to mark it. You don't have to worry about it. We're in week 5. Okay. In week 5, there was a workshop to create the taxonomy. So to create their SharePoint site, they need a business name and they need a taxonomy template, which they should have created for each department. So all your students should be in a group with a business name, and they should have been allocated a managerial role, HR, finance, marketing, etc., so that they know how to set up SharePoint. Okay. I have created workbooks that take them through SharePoint, and I've done a video as well. Shouldn't need any more. Now, you've said you don't have access. So it's not Project X, it's a project about a business. How can I add myself to a group? I don't have permissions. I will grant you and your student permissions. So to get access, what I would like, you said, do you think you've said they've been they've been allocated a group? Okay, let's go back to Moodle, and you'll see. Let's go, Catherine. Okay, so my class W4, they've got group 1, and they've got the allocated roles. If you send me a list of your students, name, ID, you can, if you want to, allocate them a department, or I can do it. And if you've got 2 groups, group 1 and the name of their business, I can then set you up on SharePoint, and then you can test it and see if you've got access. Just see if we've got any questions. So, done the lectures. That's for assessment 2. That's great. You've asked them to do the necessary activities. Great. So hopefully they've got a business name, they're in groups, and they should have a department and a taxonomy. The taxonomy is very important. You can't create their SharePoint site without the activity. Okay, you've said workshop activities. Will they send them through Dropbox? They don't have to submit the activities. They basically have to complete the activity to pass the assessment. If they don't do an activity, that's the student's responsibility. We're just guiding them to pass the assessment. Okay, Abigail, sorry about my coughing. Okay, I hope that explains things, but let me know. Sunday I teach 10 till 12, so I'll be free at 12 until 2 if you want to pass by. And if you've got any questions, you can send an email at any time. You can pass by my office at 12 on Sunday. I hope that makes things a little bit clearer for you. Thank you.